one question that frequently comes to me is, what is business automation? Many people ask me. I am seeing this ads in Facebook and LinkedIn and all. People are talking about automation process, business automation, so blah blah blah. So they just want, they just want to know what does that mean actually. So today's video is on business automation. What is business automation? That's what we are going to discuss today. And in very simple terms, it is nothing but that is whatever the repetitive works that we are doing manually in our organization, that will be, whatever the repetitive works that we are doing manually in our organization, that will be replaced by digital systems. For example, let us say that you are sending emails to customers. You are sending emails on various offers and about your products, catalogs and other things to customers, prospects or customers. So what you do is you sit and type. In many cases what you do, you just copy paste. You will be having a written document, and you will be having written content. You will be copy pasting it and typing the email IDs and typing that subject matter, so all those things, and you will be sending mails. In the case of business automation, what is being done is that is, we will, whatever the database that we are having, we'll be having the name and email ID of the organization, of the person in the organization, and the company name. I'm talking about the prospects. You'll be having the name of that person who is handling that email ID, the company name. So these details we'll be having in our Excel sheet or something like that, right? In some cases they will be having it in a book form. If that is the case, it needs to be typed and entered into an Excel format, and that needs to be saved as CSV files. If you check, you will know very easily that is how to convert an Excel file into a CSV format. You need to convert that into a CSV file and upload into the email marketing softwares. There are so many email marketing softwares in the world. Of that, many of them are can be used freely up to 2000 contacts and other things. Up to 2000 contacts you can use it freely. After that it will be chargeable. On an average it will be going from around $15 a month to around $15 a month to $40 a month. That will be the bandwidth of the price when you move to paid versions. But if your database is less than 2000, you can keep using the free versions also. So what you do is you are uploading that contact details and other things, and you can segregate it into various tags. That is prospect, what you call hot customers, cold customers, probabilities, and like that. In different way you can categorize them and save it there. And you can have different kinds of, the templates will be already available in these softwares, and you can just use that template. You can just click that template. The template preview will come. You can click it, you can use it, and you need to just put that matter into the template. And once that is being done, you can choose when these messages has to go. If you want these messages to go every Wednesday, you can plan accordingly. You can fix it. So automatically on every Wednesday this message will go. And if you want to choose that a particular message has to go only to the hot customers, a particular message has to go only to the cold customers, particular message has to go only to those people who can be converted into a hot customer. So like that you can decide and divide, and you can just, once you plan it, automatically all those things will happen. There is no need for you to sit and type and all those things. Once it is done, that is all. So see, only there is a time, the time of the requirement of time only in the first time, or only the first time that you are doing it. After that, everything is automated. And moreover, there are analytics available for each and everything. So if you're sending emails to those people, I mean, you can check how many customers have opened your email, how many customers are read your email. I mean, so you can send these emails in different time frames. You can send it at 10 o'clock, you can send it at 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock or afternoon 4 o'clock. And you can see which is the one which is performing well. And you can fix the time based on that. And you can also see those people who are regularly opening your emails. You can contact them and talk to them also, because they are really interested. That's why they're opening and reading it. Right? So these kind of facilities are very much available, so that your time is not wasted there. This is a classic example of business automation. Another example is on the CRMs. CRMs, customer relationship management. Okay, where what happens is our sales executives goes there to meet the customer, meet the prospect. Okay, and the prospect says that I'm not in a position to meet you now. You come after a month or so. You come by next month 16th or 17th. And sales executive notes it down in his diary, and he sends a detailed sales report and notes it down, and he is supposed to be there on 16th. So for that, he is supposed to call the customer on 15th and reconfirm the appointment. In an ordinary case, what happens is, when we are noting down in diaries, there are chances of people missing it. Yes, I missed it. There are chances of human error is happening there, because we may miss the date and time and all those things, and on 16th of maybe by our fate, that customer would have noted it down. You would have noted that yes, Kalyan is coming on 16th at evening 4 o'clock. And when we are not turning up on 16th evening at 4 o'clock, definitely the customer will get angry. I mean, the prospect will really get angry, and because his time is wasted. So you have forgotten to call him, and on 17th you are calling and tell him, sir, I was supposed to meet you yesterday, sir. I am really sorry, sir. I mean, can I come today? He will say, just get lost, because for you I put my time there, and I cancelled some other appointments and waited for you. You did not turn up, so there's no chance of meeting again. So we are losing a good prospect. But what happens is, in the case of automations, okay, as soon as the sales representative, sales executives visit, okay, he and comes back, he enters the complete details in the CRM softwares. Maybe you are sitting in one place, okay, the sales executive is in another state or another country, okay, as soon as he enters it, you also will be in a position to see what is he doing, his activities. So there is no requirement for everyday reporting to take place in a physical way. Okay, once he is entering it and once he is uploading the tool report, you can download him here. So you can watch, either you can download it or you can watch it from there. You can download sitting in your office and go through that. And in the CRM, they can also mention, okay, that is on which date that prospect or customer has asked to come again, meet again. So for example, if it is on 16th of next month, okay, 15th itself we can fix a pop-up, a reminder. Once we set the reminder will pop up and it will say you are supposed to meet the customer tomorrow. So there is no chance of meeting the customers. So what happens is, you are able to generate the complete customer mapping. Like I used to say in my previous video, the customer mapping is very, very important. Okay, you are able to generate the complete customer mapping, and your boss is also able to see, everybody is able to see, and everybody is in the same place. And even if the sales executive leaves the organization, okay, no data is lost, because it is already available in the CRM system. There are many CRMs which is available. I mean, of that, the best one, in fact, the costliest one is Salesforce. Okay, Salesforce is a bit costlier, that cannot be afforded by a small entrepreneurs. Okay, but there are other CRMs like what you call Pipedrive. Okay, then Zoho. Zoho is a very cost-effective CRM. Okay, that Zoho can be used. Okay, but only product of Soho 1 is there. Soho 1 has got some around 40 apps. Okay, well, of that 40 or 40, at least 80% of the app is not useful for us. It is not required actually for us. Okay, so but Soho is also a very cost-effective CRM. Then I said, like I said, Pipedrive, and apart from that, there are many CRMs which is available. They got the paid version as well as the free versions also. So we can start trying out with these CRMs and do the automation process completely. Get their support. Support system is also very good in many of the CRM companies. Get their support system, and once you are thorough with it, once you are comfortable, you can go in for paid versions. So these are some of the samples of business automation process, some important samples of business automation process. Okay, like that there is WATI, that is for WhatsApp business automation. WATI, W-A-T-I, is almost like a CRM only. Okay, it will give you complete analytics of your communication with the person who is interacting with you. Okay, it has often giving automated replies. You can, with the same number, if you have 3-4 sales executive, 10 sales executives sitting there, you can transfer the data to another executive to reply on your behalf. What happens is from the same number the messages will go. So what is another very good example of business automations? So there are many automations there. We will also talk about that in future, but I am sure you would have got a basic idea of what this business automation process is. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any doubts, please write back to me in this WhatsApp number, and you can also comment in my YouTube videos. Thank you so much.